Right, we've got the up-close camera for day 2. As you can see, we haven't got the HTC Desire just yet. We've got the HTC HD2. This is actually the dummy unit that I showed you before. And a lot of you wanted a size comparison with the HTC Desire. So there's the HTC HD2. This is exactly the same sort of size to the real device in every way. This is a sort of device that you see in a shop when you're looking at phones. So there's a HTC HD2 Windows Mobile, and here's the Android powered Desire. As you can see, it's a little bit, it actually is a little wafer thicker in dimensions to the HTC HD2, but it's not as tall or as wide as the HTC HD2, so smaller in pretty much a lot of respects. As you can see, it's about that much thinner, and if I just notch it up to the top, it's about the same height though, to be fair. It's about the same height, if I hold it like that, as the HTC HD2. What I also wanted to show you, there's the Hero on the left, and I've got the Desire on the right. The Hero with its chin is actually a little tiny bit thicker, but let's just show you something. Both devices are on. Now, see how that's locked, the Hero on the left. The Desire isn't. So let's just lock the Desire. Now you watch, when I unlock the Hero, drag down, it just kind of brings the screen on, as you would expect. So turn it on, drag it down, click, it's on. It just slides down and it's on. You just watch the little tiny differences here on the Hero, on the Desire on the right hand side. If I drag this screen down, you just watch the fade that happens. Look at that, see how a little tiny fade there. It's only a small difference, but it really sort of does improve the experience. If I turn it on again, so that fade. Now I'm going to turn off the phone completely. Hold down the power button. Power off. Yes, please. Do the same with the HTC Hero here on the left hand side. I'm going to power it off. Again, the HTC Hero is running an earlier version of Android. We're running 1.5 on this, on the left hand side. So we turn that off. I'm just going to show you something. Both phones are completely off now. I'm going to turn on the Hero and the Desire at the same time. Okay, both powering on at the same time. Obviously, I know what you're all going to say. The Desire's going to win this race because it's got a 1 GHz CPU, but it is quite interesting by how much it wins the race, just powering on. To be fair, the first time I turned on the Desire, it did take slightly longer to boot, but it was its first ever boot. But subsequent boots and subsequent reboots happen a lot faster. Whether that's just purely because of the CPU or the Android 2.1 or something else, I'm not sure, but there you go. See, it's straight in on the Desire. We're just picking up the SIM card now. It's loading that. It's saying no service. Now it's decided that you got T-Mobile and we've got service, and you can start using it straight away. There we go, I'm using it. I can go into the BBC iPlayer. I can have a look for popular items. I'll just get a list. We're hooked onto the Wi-Fi already. Let's have a look at the Formula 1 from last night in Australia. Press play. Now it's not available yet. That's a bad example. Still go back. Let's have a watch of EastEnders. Now the Hero's just booted up. We've got the Hero's just reading its SIM card. And here we go, we've got EastEnders loading up, hopefully. There we go. So the Hero still hasn't detected its SIM. There we go, it's on the Wi-Fi now. But we're already watching EastEnders on the Desire. Somebody asked about the sound quality as well. It's very good. It comes out the back. I know a few people have had problems with the beep player on their device. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but it works okay on this device. This is the sort of HTC Direct version of the Desire. This hasn't got any branding on it whatsoever. I also wanted to show you YouTube, which I'll put some apps on here, I'll show you in a minute, but let's just go into YouTube. And YouTube has gone a bit glossier on the Desire here. So if I load one of these videos, or I can do a search here and do cool smartphone. Let's do a search for that. Somebody did ask as well about Google Maps. I can't type and talk. Look at that. Somebody asked about Google Maps and whether the turn-by-turn navigation works. It should do, but turn-by-turn navigation with Google navigation within Google Maps is only available in the USA, and I'm not in the USA, unfortunately, so I can't test that. We can have a look at a previous video that we filmed in the but you can see the YouTube controls here have definitely been improved, and I can sort of glide along with the video very smooth. So no, it's not from T-Mobile this. Also, I wanted to show you something. Now, a lot of people, their complaints about the Hero and any other device of its power is that you put some applications on, like I've got Astro, I've got the B player, I've got a keyring, Dropbox, got several other little applications on here. I've got the screen wet, so I can't touch it at the moment. I've got Opera on here, I've got loads of applications basically. So I've installed about the same amount of apps now on the Desire here on the right. So I've installed this metal detector thing, which detects when there's metal underneath using the compass. It's a good one because I don't think the iPhone can do that. I've installed Eric Cartman's sounds. And I've installed some other stuff. What else have I put on here? Google Earth, so I can use Google Earth. There we go, and zoom into anywhere in the world. There we go. We're just zooming in on America. That's a previous spot where I left it. It's remembered that. There we go. I'll just let it render and download the maps. We can do the multi-touch. You can zoom into somebody's house here. I can turn off this feature here, this look around, or turn it on. Let's just look around the maps as if they were 3D, like that. So I've got Google Earth on here, and as you can see, that is pretty speedy. I can zoom out again, zoom out even further, keep going, keep going, keep going, come out of Baltimore and Washington, and then maybe have a look somewhere else in the world. Zoom in, use a pinch to zoom the multi-touch. You can do the same with Google Maps, by the way. I'll just show you Google Maps. I'll just take it off the screen because every time I do this, it shows you exactly where I live. And call me a bit weird. I don't want that on the screen. So let me just zoom in to somewhere in the UK. Let's take the hero off the screen here. And so Google Maps does the street view, obviously. If I do a search for somewhere, Birmingham. There you go. It's a bit confused which way it wants to be showing the screen at the minute because it's flat on its back. Obviously you're not going to be using this flat on its back for most of the time. I can click on Birmingham like this and click on the word, click on the little man here, and then we can get the street view. So we can have a look around Brum. Very, 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 very smooth, I must say. With a 1 GHz processor, it really does make a difference. That you didn't realise there was a great deal of a problem with the previous Hero and the Legend, but the 1 GHz processor on here makes everything so smooth. It is unreal. I'm using it here without the compass mode. You can turn the compass mode on and you can move the phone around, and it's really cool to show people your phone. You basically hold it in the air, move around, and as you move around, you'll move the camera around and move this image around. So it's good, and you can stand outside your own house and do that if you want. Want to see how it looked in the summer of 2009? So I've got lots of applications on here running at the moment. Well, not running, but installed. I've got a bead player, which I've showed you. I've got Eric Cartman sound effects, Google Earth, which I've put on here. I've put a metal detector on there. I can go into Google Market, Android Market, should I say, and let's see what else we can download. It's going to connect over the Wi-Fi that I've got at the moment. Knowing my luck, because I'm filming this video, it'll probably fail at this point, or I'll probably find out that my Wi-Fi is packed up. You see, no edits in this video. I could edit this out and say, that's no problem. There we go. So, Android Market, here we go. Here's a Ustream broadcaster. That's a cool little application. You can basically film something with your camera and it'll broadcast it on the web. Car locator, Spotify, of course, WordPress. We can go into games and let's have a look at the arcade in action games. It'll show you the top 3 ones, or the ones that have just come in. Let's download Pokemon. You can see all the comments down here. I'm going to install that, and you can see up here on the top, we can slide this down. You can see I've got some emails because I get my Google Mail. I can click in there and read those if I want, and have a look at some of your mails. I can go back into Pokemon, which is just installed. You can see how fast and easy it is to use this. Got him. Got him. Damn. Got him. So, let's just shut that up now. I've got lots of applications installed now. I can go ahead and install some more. Let's put some more on here. Throttlecopter. Let's install that. And I can watch it being downloaded. It's already downloaded. It's installing now. I can click on that and I can start playing it. Oh damn, I've crashed. Basically you hold your finger down on the screen to put the helicopter, give it some power, and I've crashed already. But you can see I have installed quite a lot of applications already, and it's still whizzing around at a rate of knots. You can see here, this is the news widget that is in the HTC Sense software. I can tap on there and I can add cool smartphone news. For some reason it puts the oldest stories at the top, which is a bit weird, and the newest stories at the bottom. But you can see there's our previous news story. I can click on that. It will take you to a nice